2.
Hi, I'm Natalie
And I'm Carol.
from CBC News.
We're here to make a TV documentary about Jesus of Nazareth, the world's famous prophet and healer, who was said to be on his way to celebrate the Passover here in Jerusalem, in this historic city.
Rumors suggest that something exciting is about to happen on his arrival in the city.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Hi, I'm Carol.
And I'm Natalie from CBC News.
We were wondering, could we ask you a few questions about Jesus of Nazareth?
Why, sure.
Have you seen him?
Yes, just a few minutes ago. There was a huge parade in a street a few blocks from here.
We heard that Jesus was a famous prophet and healer. I guess he's caused quite a stir.
I'll say.
And what's that in your hand?
What, this? Oh, a palm branch. Some of the crowd got so excited they started ripping the branches off trees and waving it around as he passed by.
What happened?
Well, this man, that's Jesus, he came riding in on a donkey. Everyone was so excited, people were clapping and cheering, Hosanna, Hosanna. It was so exciting, I guess I just got carried away.
Did you say a donkey? Why do you think he rode a donkey instead of a fine horse? Isn't that what you would have expected from a famous prophet?
Well, I haven't given it much thought. I mean, everyone was so excited.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Pleasure talking to you. Well, it's really a shame we missed that parade. Oh, wait!
Yeah?
One more thing. Do you know where he went?
I'm not sure. I think they were on their way to the temple. Speaking of which, I better get going. I still need to buy food for the Passover.
Hurry, maybe we can catch him.
Excuse me, Rabbi. I was wondering, could you tell us something about Jesus of Nazareth? We're filming a documentary about him.
Jesus of Nazareth? You appear quite upset. Has something happened?
Happen? Why? It's chaos and all there because of that Jesus character.
What happened, and what do you have in your hand?
Well, he and the rest of those troublemakers came into the temple with a whole crowd of people. He had them all whipped up, you know. Then he started shouting at the money changers. What was he on about? Something about turning a house of worship into a common den of thieves.
Well, it certainly sounds like quite a confrontation.
I'll say this is exactly what we were afraid would happen.
I take it that Jesus isn't very popular with leadership of the church. Do you see him as a threat to the religious establishment?
A threat? The man has broken just about every law in the Torah. And he encourages all of those followers of his to do the same. Work on the Sabbath and what he preaches. It's ridiculous. The only threat he poses is to himself and all those so-called disciples of his.
Well, thank you very much, Rabbi. Do you think we'll find Jesus inside?
No, he's gone, and good riddance. He's caused enough trouble for one day.
Do you have any idea where he might be headed?
I heard him sending 2 of his disciples on to get a room ready for the Passover. Now, if you excuse me.
Hurry, we might still be able to catch up. Here we go. Excuse me, miss. Hi, I'm Carol from CBC News.
And I'm Natalie.
And we're here recording a documentary on Jesus of Nazareth. And we were told that he was celebrating Passover here with his disciples.
Well, he was here, he and his disciples. They celebrated the Passover in our upper room.
Do you know Jesus? What's your impression of him?
Well, he's a quiet man, very kind, and tonight he seems sad. He seemed to have quite a lot on his mind. I served the dinner. He wanted to be alone with his disciples, so we left them alone.
Can you tell us who was there?
Well, I don't know them all, but there was Peter and Thomas and, the Judas character. He gives me the willies, that one. Yeah, he was there all right, and up to no good, I could tell you.
And what makes you say that?
Well, when I was serving the dinner, I couldn't help but overhear, you know. Jesus was talking about someone betraying him. Well, Judas looked just as uncomfortable as anything when he said that. And then he jumped up and ran out.
What else happened at the dinner? Is there anything else you can tell us?
Well, as I said, I wasn't there very long. But come to think of it, something did happen. During the meal, Jesus picked up the mast off that unleavened bread we eat at the Passover, and he broke it and he said to them, "This is my body, broken for you." Something like that. And he lifted a cup of wine and said, "This is my blood, the blood of the new Passovers." And I've never seen anything like that.
I see. You've been very helpful, miss. I wonder if you could tell us where he is now?
Well, you might want to try Gethsemane. It's a garden not far from here. That's a favorite place for them to go. Well, I better get back to work.
Hurry, if we leave now, we might be able to catch them.
Oh my, look at this. Excuse me, sir.
What?
Excuse me, sir, are you alright?
Yes, no. I think so.
Listen, you don't look very well. You should sit down for a moment.
Well, thank you.
What? That's a nasty cut you have on your head there. What happened?
Well, I'm not sure. I've just been at the Garden of Gethsemane.
Gethsemane, where Jesus is?
That's right. I was sent along with some other soldiers to arrest him. Judas took us to the garden. He said that's where we'd find him.
Judas? Sent to arrest him? What happened?
Well, we got there and Judas went up to Jesus and kissed him. That's how we were supposed to know which one was Jesus. Then the soldiers tried to arrest him and that's when this happened. One of Jesus' friends grabbed the sword and chopped off my ear.
Your ear? Wow, that's awful.
But that's not the weirdest part. Jesus told him to put away the sword and then he touched me right here. And right then my ear stopped bleeding.
Do you mean he healed you?
Well, yes, I think so. Anyway,
Do you think we could...
sure. What, see the wound?
Yeah.
Sure.
Wow, that's amazing. It's totally healed.
I know, I can hardly believe it myself. You know, I heard that he was a healer, but I thought that was a lot of baloney. They said he was a troublemaker. That's why we were sent here to arrest him, but now I'm not sure.
Do you know where they've taken Jesus?
Sure, they've taken him to my master's house, Caiaphas, the high priest.
Thank you so much for talking to us.
Well, up till this point, we have been unable to speak to Jesus in person. During our visit to Jerusalem, it is difficult to understand what has happened here.
We know that he was hailed as a king upon his arrival into the city, as testified by the woman we interviewed. But now, he has been arrested and has been taken to the house. That doesn't sound good.
He has certainly upset the council priests by his controversial teachings, as we know from our interview with the priest earlier.
We have heard that many have said that Jesus' acts of healing were just rumors. But you, the viewers, have just witnessed the healed ear of a man who was about to bring Jesus to harm. So, how could they just be rumors?
Surely the people will not let any harm come to Jesus. If he is what he claims to be, then his divine power will protect him. We will go to the high priest's house to see what's going on.
Hurry, we may be able to catch him.
Hi, I'm Carol
And I'm Natalie.
from CBC News, and we're filming a documentary on Jesus of Nazareth.
Yeah? A real documentary for TV?
Yeah, on Jesus of Nazareth, and we were hoping if we could ask you a few questions.
Who, me? Sure, I'll answer a few questions.
Can you tell us what's going on here?
Here? Oh, well, some prisoner release thing. We do it every year.
The crowd seems to be pretty excited. Did you say they've released a prisoner?
Yeah, some Barabbas character. Say, who did you say you were doing a documentary about?
Jesus of Nazareth. Have you heard of him?
Jesus of Nazareth? That's right. He was arrested just an hour ago. Have you seen him?
What did they decide to do with Jesus?
Well, everyone started shouting, "Crucify him, crucify him." I think he's done something really bad, for the crowd to get all excited.
Do you mean to say that the crowd wants Jesus killed and a murderer set free? I don't understand this, but Just a couple of days ago, they hailed him as a king.
Well, I mean, I guess, everyone was just shouting, and while they were shouting,
Where did they take him now?
to Golgotha. Look, I'm not really, I think I should be going.
Well, I just don't understand this. We have heard from an eyewitness to the scene that Jesus has been taken to be crucified. It is unclear to us what will happen to Jesus. Perhaps if we are at Golgotha, we'll be able to find out more. Well, I just don't understand this. We have just heard from an eyewitness to the scene that Jesus of Nazareth has been taken to be crucified. It is unclear what will happen to Jesus. Perhaps if we go to Golgotha now, we'll find out more.
Excuse me, miss. Have you come from Golgotha? Have you seen Jesus of Nazareth?
Yes, I've just been there, and I've just seen him. I need to go tell the others.
And is it true that Jesus is to be crucified?
Yes, it's true. They made him carry his own cross all the way to Golgotha. When he stumbled, he lost this. I tried to get close enough to give it back to him. I can't believe this is happening. I need to go tell Mary and the others.
Hurry, there may be still time.
Hello, sir. I'm Carol
And I'm Natalie.
from CDC News, and we're here filming a documentary on Jesus of Nazareth. Could you tell us a little bit more about him?
Has he been crucified? Were you there?
I was there.
Can you tell us anything about it? Was there anyone there to help him?
There were some women, I've seen them before, his mother and some others. That woman who was cured of demons, and Truza's wife, Joanna, they were there.
You're carrying something in your hand. May we? What is it?
It's the crown of thorns we put on his head. It was a joke, They called him the King of the Jews. I don't know why I took it.
Can you tell us how he died? Did he say anything? What happened when he died?
Look, I really shouldn't be talking about this. I could lose my job. I really have to be going. But you could talk to Mary Magdalene.
Hi, I'm Carol
And I'm Natalie.
from CBC News, and we're here filming a documentary on Jesus of Nazareth.
Can we call you Mary? Or Mary Magdalene? Or Mag?
Mary Magdalene will do just fine.
All right then, Mary Magdalene, could we ask you a few questions?
Oh, no problem.
All right, so we've heard a few rumors about you seeing Jesus after him being dead and in a tomb for 3 days. Is that true?
Well, I don't know how you got the information, but yes, it is true.
And can you tell us a little bit more about that? You were gonna lay spices on his body, were you not?
Yep, that's right.
Would you like to elaborate on that?
Well, it all happened in a blur.
3 days after they crucified him, Mary, the mother of James, and I were going to lay spices on his body. But we realized the stone was rolled away. His body was gone. Then a figure appeared to us, an angel, saying,
Why do you seek the living among the dead?
I didn't understand. The living among the dead? What's that supposed to mean? So I went back to the tomb and cried. And he came up to me, saying, Mary. That's when I knew it.
Well, Natalie, we've had a great adventure searching for this man.
Yes, Carol, but I think we made a mistake. This whole time, we forgot the whole meaning of the story. We shouldn't be making a documentary about it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I guess we were just supposed to believe.